Hi, this is Christine, Venus Astrology, here with your daily astrology delivery. Okay, so today we have the moon here, the sun here in Leo and the moon here in Scorpio with the south node. So that sun in Leo, sun is moving throughout the signs every 30 days, and the sun is all about our vitality, our energy. It's what lights us up, what makes us happy. So it's illuminating an area of our life with those things. So it could be in your relationship area of your life, it could be in your home area, it could be in your career area, it could be in your friendships area of your life, depending where it's falling in your chart. So that moon would have been in a square earlier over the last day with that sun. So the first quarter moon square since the new moon. So that can feel intense, our emotions and our feelings, in some kind of restriction up against our soul, our ego, our desires. So what we want, what we feel we need versus what we need versus what we want, in a sense. Coming up to some kind of restrictions, some kind of hard boundary or something like that, possibly. Unable to freely express our emotions and feelings, as that Leo energy is all about expressing itself and its energy. So that moon today over here in Scorpio, the moon is all about our internal self, our internal feelings, how we're feeling on a subconscious level, how we feel inside, and it's what's lighting us up inside. So the sun's lighting us up on an external level in our life, and where that moon is around our environment, our emotional self. So in that Scorpio energy and with that south node energy, the moon with the south node is always just intense itself, but the moon being there with the south node, and south node is all about where we're releasing and letting go, where we've come to the completion energy, basically, of that energy, what we've mastered it, and we need to integrate to move forward towards the north node. So it's always in opposition to north and south node. So the moon is in an opposition with the north node. So our feelings and our emotions, what we need on an emotional level, is in an opposition with the future, the north node, our destiny, what we desire, what we're going after, what we are obsessing over, all of that. So that moon in that opposition, it's like helping us to see another perspective. So what with the south node, it's like, what do we need to emotionally release? What shit do we need to release? What toxic relationships, what toxic behaviors, beliefs do we need to release and let go of that are keeping us emotionally stuck with Scorpio and not helping us move towards our future, the destiny. So this is really good for helping us to move through the Scorpio emotional energy and to see what needs to be let go of, what we need to cut off, because also it's in opposition too with Mars, which is all about cutting things. And opposition is another point of view, another perspective. It's someone else's opinion up against yours, possibly. It's a release point as well, it can be. So it's like helping us to see another point of view. So if we're stuck in all this emotional shitty energy of the past and fear and trauma and relying on other people and other people's resources and money and banks and taxes and heritage insurances and like all outside sources of resources and power, because it's very much about our power too, where we're giving our power away and where we're not stepping into our true power of ourself, our soul. All that comes to illumination when the moon is there. It's like what we need to release and let go of. And then, it's even more tense because it's in this opposition here with this Uranus, Mars and North Node that have just conjuncted at the start of the week, which is all about the future and our destiny, what we're moving towards, and it's about us breaking free and rebelling and liberating ourselves. So again, this is going to be helping us to liberate ourselves from that stuck, from our fears, that emotional energy that's keeping us stuck, our fears, the trauma. It's helping us, and Mars is helping us to take action in Taurus around our self-worth and our confidence and stepping in our true power and being courageous and being bold and going after what we want and fulfilling our needs and desires based on financial security and based on having enough and being able to have materialism in this world, so that we can be grounded on this earth and not just be off with the, fairies and not grounded somewhere. Basically, like, it gives us that support and grounding and security. So those energies are helping us to break free, liberating, helping us to take action. And with that opposition, we have to just be careful of taking emotional, being too stuck in the fears and the emotions and not taking action, and the trauma. Also, not being in our power and taking action towards what we need to do as well. So it's very much a big releasing and letting go of all of that stuck energy. So that Scorpio energy too can bring up secrets. It can bring up the truth. So our feelings and truth of our feelings and emotions, how we really feel, can come to the surface. It's all about finding balance with these opposition energies too. Finding balance between our comfort zone and stepping out of our comfort zone, between facing our fears and not being too harsh and cutting towards others, and just you don't want to just cut energies and cut people off unless they're toxic, but not if it's just because of your emotional trauma and stuff like that coming up, or someone triggering you or something like that. It's a point of reflection, and that's what the moon is, reflecting. Someone's triggering us, or if we've got some toxic emotions or feelings coming up inside us or around us or whatever. It's like a mirror, a reflection for us to see and reflect and have awareness and work through something. So that moon in Scorpio is all about, it's passionate as well, and that Mars is passionate, so it's like two passionate energies in opposition there. So it's like we can see a lot of passion and power struggles come up within ourselves, and the opposition can always be our relationships, the outer world. It's transformational energy too, so it's like helping us to go deep, go within, and come back up to the surface and transform anything that is keeping us stuck or in fear or not in our personal power or anything like that. It's also a very intuitive energy, so it's where we can really sense in and tune into how we're feeling, but also how other people in our environment are truly feeling as well. It's, like I said, like secrets can come to the surface and stuff like that. It's an investigative energy too, where we can really tap into the subconscious or unconscious energies of people and their true intentions. Okay, so that's pretty much it for those energies, I think. But moving on from that, the moon is still going to be making a lot of aspects as it moves throughout the day, because it's going to be in it'll move into a sextile here with Pluto and Capricorn, which again is all about transformation and change and letting go and getting to the truth of things, and it's all those Scorpio energies They're in that Capricorn energy of what we're building, what we're working towards, our goals, the future, towards our integrity and doing the right thing, and also about, you know, governments and, you know, authority figures and, you know, people of power and stuff like that in those positions. So, and sextile can be beneficial. It's like those sorts of energies can be helpful for us. You know, that could be helpful in helping us to release and let go of. Maybe that's a part of what we're releasing and letting go of, the control and power issues around all of that. Helping us to step into our own power and step out of the fear and take control of our lives towards our destiny and our future. It'll also make a sextile too with this, make a square first with this Saturn energy. So there'll be a square there with that moon, and, well, it's making a square now, it's like it's in that square already. So we've got a square there with that moon in Scorpio and that Saturn in Capricorn, in Aquarius. So again, it's all about restrictions and where we're feeling too many boundaries or restricted or something like that, where we need to detour, where we're feeling a lot of responsibility or hard work needing to show up, and it feels difficult, it feels hard, it feels like a lot of you know, not easy flowing energy that we're able to like do whatever we want. It's like we have responsibilities, or we, you know, we're coming up against a boundary or a restriction in some way. And that's like about the future, about other people, about friendships. It's about people, about the bigger picture too in the future. So it's like our emotional fears and power struggles and all that, coming up against that boundary and that restriction, that hard, tense energy against other people, around about the future, around governments and institutions, around authority and authority figures, around any of those Saturnian things that are about hard work and responsibility and showing up and all of that. So where we're feeling stuck and unable to show up, or where there's too many boundaries or restrictions and it's stopping us from being able to, you know, release and let go and move forward, or too many responsibilities, or we're looking outside ourselves too much and like looking outside to the media, to the outside sources, or to the governments, or people who are, you know, have power. Well, that's that power over here, but where the responsibilities are in the outer world that we're having to show up for, it can feel really restricting. Okay, so that moon will also be in a trine then with Neptune, so that can be some more nice energy for like helping us to be more, it can definitely help us with that releasing and letting go, because that Pisces energy is all about completion and releasing and letting go. It's about us, you know, letting go of materialism and going for God and going for tuning into our spirituality, into our higher self. It's where we can, boundaries can be dissolved as well. So yeah, so that trine is probably helping us to tune in, if we can tune into ourselves too, and our spirituality, into our inner selves, into our inner guidance system, and into our creativity, and into our divine feminine energy, and into our all of that stuff, basically, to help us release and let go. So it's like helping us tune into our dreams as well, and into it's probably this is probably a good opportunity for healing, and because that Neptune energy can be really healing as well around all those things we need to release and let go of. Can be super healing and help us, really pleasurable and helpful for helping us to release and let go of it through spiritual practices, through getting in touch with God, our higher selves, our the universe, the higher power, or whatever it is. So, also, Venus up there. So that's also another trine. So the moon will also be in a trine with Venus. So that's really nice energy in Cancer. So that can be really healing as well, and really helping us to like tune into what we value, and helping us to release and let go through our relationships and what we value. So it's like relationships could be helping us to give us that support and to help us to step into our power. The ones that are supportive and the ones that are nurturing and caring and all that. And so this is really positive energy, like I said, being in touch with spirituality and God and our higher selves, and tuning into our creativity and coming up with well, we do, as like saying that, we now have Mercury in Virgo too, which is all about problem solving and like tuning into our creative mind and coming up with solutions for things, because that Mercury in Virgo energy it's in its exalted position, so it's like in a really good sign where it can be critical and harsh, but in a good way, that it's like getting to the root of being able to get things done and be of service, and really to complete things and do the hard work and put the effort in and all that, because Virgo is the sign of work as well. But being able to get more organized and get more structure in our lives, and to tune into more of the finer details of things, and pay more attention to the details, and communicate better and communicate more intellectually, and be able to come up with better ways to do things as well. So, and that's why that energy can come across a bit harsh and critical, that Virgo energy sometimes, because it can see the better ways of being able to do things, and it can be like, nitpicky or whatever, but it's like, it feels like it's got the better way of doing things or solutions, or it can see the way to solve problems. It's very analytical and able to like do things on another level to other energies, with information, with data, with speaking, with communicating, with all of those things. Okay, so I'll leave it at that today. So there's some tense energies around this big release and letting go, and tuning into our emotions and feelings, and what we really need and desire on a soul level, and what will truly make us happy. All right, take care. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.